Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing? Uh, Thank you for the almost daily streams. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I hope you know how much I appreciate all of you. I hope you know for being here. It is fucking warm in my apartment. I might have to turn down the heat just a little bit. Just a little bit. So, new Epstein emails. The fuck is this, huh? You guys seen about this? House Democrats release new Epstein emails referencing Trump. Let's see. What do we got here? We've got, thank you for the $10. The hemp ban going on. No, I have not heard of that. Hold on. So we got a quote from this email. Sex offender Jeffrey Epstein referred to Donald Trump as the, quote, dog that hasn't barked. Told former companion Ghislaine Maxwell that an alleged victim had spent hours at my house with Trump. So it says, quote, I want you to realize that dog hasn't barked, I want you to realize that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Huh. That dog that hasn't barked is Trump. What the fuck does that mean? Like, like I have full control over you because you're my little doggy and you haven't even attempted to bite back? You know? Or you haven't said a word about what we do here? Is that what that is? Like, it doesn't really make sense. Copy that, Jack. Copy that, brother. Here's the actual email. I want you to realize that dog hasn't barked as Trump. Victims spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. Police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. So wait, they're referring to whoever this is as a victim. He has never once been mentioned. Police chief, etc. This is fucking crazy. Importance high. The dogs with the loudest barks are the ones that are most afraid. Fucking weird, dude. I mean, it's expected. Trump fucks kids, so would not be surprised by that. And then here we have another one from Michael Wolf. I think you should let him hang himself. If he says he hasn't been on the plane or the house, then that gives you a valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you, or if it really looks like he could win, you could save him, generating a debt. Of course, it is possible that when asked, he'll say Jeffrey is a great guy and has gotten a raw deal and is victim of political correctness, which is to be outlawed in a Trump regime. I hear CNN is planning to ask Trump tonight about his relationship with you, either on air or in scrum afterwards. The fact that that guy knows that's coming on CNN means there's some fucking rat within CNN who gave Jeffrey Epstein a warning. You understand that? Thanks for becoming a member. I heard something about Republicans demanding even more abortion restrictions in regards to the shutdown. Do you know anything about that? No. However, I do know that they have been chipping away at abortion rights in red states by making, what is it, like contraceptives practically illegal. Like, rather than actually going after abortion rights, they're going after the sale of the morning after pill, the sale of Plan B, the sale of the materials needed for doctors to do abortions, all of that. Hey, your auntie talked about that. Indeed, she did. Indeed, she did. She's legendary. She's legendary. Yo, check this out. Stalin. You like that? You like that? Also, check this out. Look what I did on the... I have the Stream Deck now, right? I have the Stream Deck now. So when I click this button... Donnie! Goes right to Donnie's most recent thing. Greg Abbott is the strong and highly respected governor of Texas. Strong? The guy's legs don't fucking work. He's an imp. He's a paraplegic. What do you mean strong? Oh, Donnie. Oh, Donnie. Anything about Al-Shara in his posts? Yeah, I covered that yesterday. He brought up Al-Shara. Where is it? Somewhere down here. Yeah, here it is. Look at this fucking picture. Why can't I zoom in? Dude, this website is so bad. It's pathetic. No, I don't know what happened between India and Pakistan recently. I do not, unfortunately. I do not.
News: the House Oversight Committee has just released new emails from convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. Some are focused on President Trump. Jay O'Brien has the details. Good morning, Jay.
Yeah, George, good morning. These are records that the department, or rather the House Oversight Committee, subpoenaed from the Epstein estate. Reams, thousands of pages worth, released this morning by Democrats on that panel, several mentioning President Trump by name.
This morning, the bombshell release of what House Democrats say are emails to and from deceased convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein, several referring to President Donald Trump by name. In an April 2011 email released by Democrats on the House Oversight Committee, lawmakers say Epstein wrote to his now convicted accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, 3 years after pleading guilty to sex crimes involving a minor, telling her, "I want you to realize that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Unnamed victims spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned." According to the released emails, Maxwell responds, "I have been thinking about that." But this summer, in a recorded interview with the Department of Justice,
what I find funny is that I've been seeing liberals yesterday who were like, oh, tomorrow, meaning today, they have to swear in Adelita Grijalva. And Adelita is going to be the 218th vote, and they're going to release the Epstein files. And I had a little bit of a fucking crash out because I was like, are you guys fucking stupid? They're never releasing the Epstein files. Ever. I really do believe that we will never see those files because I firmly believe they've been destroyed. Destroyed. Gone. Melted. Shredded. Incinerated. Fucking burnt. Why the fuck would they ever? And also, do you think there's no Democrats on there? Bill Clinton? Hillary Clinton? All of these fucking people are in on it. And you think, oh, because Trump is a president, they're going to release the Epstein files. No, the fuck they're not. No, the fuck they're not. I wish they would, but they never will.
Maxwell told Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche, the president's former lawyer, she never witnessed Trump act inappropriately.
I never witnessed the president in any inappropriate setting in any way. The president was...
Please do some work on U.S. occupation of Pakistan. We are dying. I don't think American soldiers are killing Pakistanis. I don't think that's what's going on. I do know that, like, Pakistan, you guys are in the middle of, like, a huge conflict with your... what is it? I forgot the name of your leader. Who the fuck is the leader of Pakistan? It's not Modi. Modi's the leader of India. I forgot the name of the guy. What's his name? Who's your leader? What's his fucking name? Mr. Peanut. Shut the fuck up. Asim Munir? Well, I know that you guys have your own problems without India having to fuck with everything, so... Oh, Zardari. Yes. You guys are having your own problems in Pakistan without India having to involve themselves. And then when India does involve yourself, it's like you got a three-front war.
Never inappropriate with anybody. In the times that I was with him, he...
And please study Pakistan. Sure. Listen, buddy, you know how, like, you have problems in Pakistan? We have problems in America. Like, right now, I'm trying to save my nation. Once I save mine, I'll come save yours.
He was a gentleman in all respects.
Shortly after that interview, Maxwell was moved to a minimum security prison camp, prompting criticism she received special treatment. Committee Democrats also releasing this January 2019 email, where Epstein corresponds with author Michael Wolff less than 6 months before the financier would be charged again, this time with sex trafficking of minors. Discussing President Trump's repeated claim he kicked Epstein out of his Palm Beach club, Epstein writing, "Trump said he asked me to resign, never a member ever. Of course, he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop." President Trump has denied any knowledge of Epstein's alleged crimes.
It's a hoax. It's started by Democrats.
After Epstein's arrest in 2019, Trump said he hadn't spoken with him in 15 years. And earlier this year, Trump claimed the reason he banned his one-time friend from Mar-a-Lago in the mid-2000s was because Epstein stole Trump's club staff, including young women.
He took people, and because he took people, I said, don't do it anymore. You know, they work for me. And he took, beyond that, he took.
How long do you think how many times does Trump have to get in the way of the release of the Epstein files before his base realizes, oh yeah, no, he's definitely in there, you know? Because what is this, like the 5th time? It's like the 5th time we've tried to release them? When do you think they wake up? Or if they wake up? I don't fucking know. The 6th time? I don't know about that. What is this? Hold on. Victim, Mar-a-Lago, blankety blank, 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 blank. Trump said he asked me to resign. Never even a member. Never a member ever. Of course he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop. Wait. So, Epstein was never even a fucking member at Mar-a-Lago? I'm so fed up with this shit. I'm 27. I have a wife and a 4-year-old son. I refuse to let them live in a handmaid's tale. Chris, when the revolution begins, hit me up. I was a combat engineer in the army, and I have demo experience. Brother, inshallah, never fucking put that in writing. Are you out of your fucking mind, dude? Inshallah. But, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Jesus Christ. You fucking nut jobs. Oh, Lordy, look at this little fucking twink. Look at this twink, bro. I swear to God, dude, I could see him blowing a guy. I could see it. Like, it's in his eyes, you know, like, just like mascara running down his fucking eyes. Snot bubbles. You know, can't you see it? Can't you see it? Am I the only one? Am I the only one that's like all I can see when I look at this dude? All I can see. Hooah! Come on, man. No one is talking about the Pentagon dictatorship here. What? The Pentagon dictatorship? Are you talking about in Pakistan? What do you mean, Pentagon dictatorship? I don't know what that even means. I don't even know what that means, bro. We have a Pentagon dictatorship because we have a Pentagon in Pakistan. Do you guys have a Pentagon in Pakistan? Huh? Yeah, I don't know, guys. My gaydar is going off every time I look at Mike. Every time. Yeah, $20. I would argue that liberalism is dying, not just Democrats. Coming from a guy who also believes Bernie and AOC are actually progressive neoliberals and MAGA are actually conservative conventional liberals, not an oxymoron. Well, you've probably heard the saying, everybody's a fucking liberal. And I do believe that. I believe that nowadays everybody's a liberal. They just don't understand it. In the sense where you go ask, like, even the average MAGA voter, you're like, what's your take on gay marriage? The average MAGA voter will be like, I don't really give a fuck. I mean, I don't want to be forced to marry a man. And they're like, no, what the fuck are you talking about? I think everybody's a fucking lib. There is a very small percentage of people who are, you know, straight up violent extremists. You know, like the people who are like, no, I actually want to make gay marriage punishable by death. You know, those people exist, but it's not the average voter. And most of those people don't even believe in voting anymore. Like, they believe that we have to just destroy the fucking nation. My liege, my Bella Ciao king, check this out. Una mattina mi sono alzato, un bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi sono alzato e ho trovato invasor. Oh partigiano, portami via. Un bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morir. And now, Joseph Stalin. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joey. We appreciate you so much, Mr. Joey. Why are you hitting that so hard? I don't fucking know. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we bring to the stage Zohran Kwame Mamdani. How are you, Zohran? I'm good. Thanks, Zohran. Anybody want to get freaky in the Oval? Anybody want to fuck my ass in the Oval? Did somebody say Chairman Mao? Where's Mao? Where's my Mao? Fuck, I gotta make a Mao real quick. Should I make a Mao? You guys want to see how fast I can make a Mao? Hold on, let's see. Select a command. Avi made this whole thing. Let me see if I can just show you it. So you go select a command, show image, and then I gotta get an image of Mao. Mao with laser eyes. We'll save that in documents. Where's the cube? The cube. Save. And I'm going to go here, and I'm going to choose a file. Oh, wait, no. I got to go to Photopea. Check this out. I'm getting good at this. New project. 32 by 32, background black, create, right? Now we zoom in. Now we get the picture of Mao, and we drag it over, and we put it there. Right? You're paying attention, right? Now we spread them out. And then we go to select, remove background. Okay. You liking this? Did it remove the background properly? Remove BG. Watch a short ad and skip waiting. Ugh. Disgusting. How dare you? I ain't gonna spread you out. You're out of your mind. You're out of your fucking mind. All right, so we got that. Now I'm gonna do file and is it file? Why can't I save this? I'm so pissed off now. I guess I don't know how to do this the way I thought I did. Export as PNG. Okay. Save. Now I go here, and I go media file, and I go that one. Yeah. Button label. Mao. I think I forgot how to do this. Looks a little low res. Yeah, it looks low res until it's on the fucking thing. It's because it's 32 by 32. Let's see if this works. Yup. 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 I didn't know you had so much motion. Zilron follows me. Bro, me and Zilron be DMing. Are you out of your fucking mind? Chris, you missed a dono? I'm so sorry. Let me go up. $10. I've been watching Kyle for years, but I found you last week. I love your show because you seem to have a little more unfiltered than Kyle, and I love it. Your fiery rants always sum up how I feel. Thank you, Malin Miller. Kyle actually, he was on his Corrin's World show, and somebody donated to him, was like, you should collab with Chris Valenti. So, who knows? Maybe me and Kyle end up working together eventually. Hey, it looks fire, actually. I told you. Low res. Low res. It looks really good. And now what I'm going to do is get this on my Stream Deck. So I go to Stream Deck and I go to, what is it? Website, I believe. Yeah, website. The URL is this. Guys, I'm becoming kind of good at this type of stuff. Title. Mao. And then save image. There. Set from file. Mao Zedong. Oh, I see what I just did. I see what I just did. No, we're going to go over articles in a second. I'm just kind of familiarizing myself with this because I'm being a bastard and I have really bad ADHD. But, you know, that's the name of the game. That's kind of what happens. That's what happens when you're me. And I am me and you are not me. Therefore, I am better. Now we get this. We put this in all corners. And then I can save it, download, bang, save, Streamlabs, Mao, set from file, Square Mao, bang. Yeah. And now, on my Stream Deck, there they are. There they are. There is everybody. There's Mao. All right, and let's see if it works. So we go Stalin. That's a change. And Mao. Mao. It worked. So Stalin. Mao. Oh, but that's not supposed to be happening. Hold on. One last thing, and then we're going to check the news. Open with get request in background. Okay, now let's see. Stalin. Mao. Perfect. Bang. Got it. Just added a new one. That was fucking easy. Chairman Meow. Chairman Meow. Isn't that something? We got major upgrades going on here. Major upgrades. Took forever. Yeah, that thing was handmade. It's not the easiest thing in the world. You fucking asshole. Piece of shit. Motherfucker. I hate you. Last minute bill that lets Senate Jan 6ers vote to be able to sue for data collection. Makes sense. Yeah, no, big props to China for taking over the world economy by doing absolutely nothing. And just allowing the United States of America to fuck ourselves. Excuse me. What is this?
Their line is price is affordability. That's the new word, affordability. It's much less expensive under Trump. And I haven't been here long. 9 months is not a long time. But look at what I've done to energy. Look at the price of gasoline going from $4.50 to $2.50 or $2.70. It's going to be $2 gasoline.
People want affordable.
Well, the economy is my thing, and we have the greatest economy in history.
Are Republicans not selling it enough?
Yes, the Republicans don't talk about it.
So they need to do a better job on Capitol Hill.
The Democrats give false talk, and
I'm pretty sure Trump's interview with Laura Ingraham was like the worst interview of all time. I have to find this. Trump. Oh my God, they are like, it was the first thing on my feed.
This is the Presidential Walk of Fame.
Now, whose idea was this?
My idea. Everything's my idea.
Everything's your idea. Okay.
Yeah, sadly.
Who's that guy?
That's Barack Hussein Obama.
Okay.
This is Biden right here.
Wait a second. The
Worst
profile of Biden is
So he's the worst president in the history of our country. And Barack Hussein Obama is top 5.
What is that? Is that the auto pen?
Bad.
Are you going to replace that with his actual photo?
No, I don't think so. Look at that.
Oh my God, what a fucking piece of shit. Yo, MAGA, this is your fucking leader? Bro, I don't give a shit if you hate Joe Biden. I think he was a dog shit president, but he was still a president. He was still one of the presidents of the United States of America. That's disgusting. Bro, we have fucking pictures of Andrew Jackson up there. He's right here. This motherfucker committed a genocide and we still have a picture of him. He doesn't have a photo of Obama? Wait, I thought he just said Barack Hussein Obama. Is he not up there? Wait.
Who's that guy?
That's Barack Hussein Obama.
Okay.
This is Biden
So he's
right
pointing
here.
to the picture on the right and says that's Barack
In the
Hussein
history of our
Obama,
country.
but that's him. He pointed to this photo and said, that's Barack Hussein Obama. Oh my God, did he just replace everybody?
And Barack Hussein Obama is top 5, meaning bad.
Are you going to replace that with his actual photo?
No, I don't think so. Look at the faces on these people. This is the presidential.
What the fuck? Dude, that's so fucking weird. We just looked at the emails from Epstein, bro. It's a whole lot of fucking nothing. It's literally a whole lot of fucking nothing. Just referring to Trump as a barking dog. I mean, this is nothing compared to the shit that we've already seen. This is nothing. Trump, Laura Ingraham. Doesn't Trump also use an auto pen? Of course.
Not be a big priority for your H-1B visa thing will not be a big priority for your administration, because if you want to raise wages for American workers, you can't flood the country with tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of foreign workers.
You also do have to bring in talent. When
we have plenty of talented people here.
No, you don't.
We don't have talented.
Wow, he's actually right. We don't. We don't have talented people. We don't have talented people in this nation. We're wildly stupid. We're unbelievably stupid. He's not wrong about that. We do need H-1B visa workers because Americans are so stupid. We need to be trained by foreign workers.
No, you don't have certain talents, and people have to learn. You can't take people off an unemployment line and say, I'm going to put you into a factory where we're going to make missiles, or I'm going to put
How did we ever do it before?
Yeah, we were smarter before. That's why, Laura.
Another thing. Housing costs are still out of reach, and another thing that your administration is trying to tackle. Many Americans, the average age of first-time home buyers are now up to age 40, which is sad. The country you and I grew up in.
I inherited that. Look, you have to understand.
Right, but let me get to the question, though, because your housing director has proposed something that has enraged your MAGA friends, which is this 50-year mortgage idea. So a significant MAGA backlash, calling it a giveaway to the banks and simply prolonging the time it would take for Americans to own a home outright. Is that really a good idea?
It's not even a big deal.
It's not even a big deal. I just want you to buy a... Mao? I just want you to buy a house when you're 40 and then pay it off when you're 90. That's all I want. It's not a big deal. Why are you complaining? Everybody has money for a house. What do you mean? This guy has never in his life had to worry about being able to pay the bills. Never in his life has he had to worry about that shit. He doesn't know how impactful this is. This will increase interest rates by 86%, by the way. We're talking about just hundreds of billions of dollars more. It's fucking disgusting.
I mean, you know, you go from 40 to 50 years, and what it means is you pay something less.
She just had to correct it because it's usually a 30-year mortgage plan, not a 40.
From 30, some people had a 40, and then now they have a 50. All it means is you pay less per month. You pay it over a longer period of time.
And interest goes up. You pay interest. You pay far more interest. 86% more interest.
It's not like a big factor. It might help a little bit. But the problem was that Biden did this. He increased the interest rates. And I have a lousy Fed person who's going to be gone in a few months.
Wow.
To talk about it later.
And does that mean the H-1B visa thing will not be a big priority for your administration? Because if you want to raise wages for...
Have to talk about it later.
And does that mean...
There's never...
Dude, I've been saying this a million times, that this shit is not real gold. This shit is plastic and it has been spray painted gold. Like verbatim, that's not real gold. 100% bullshit.
Have to talk about it later.
And does that mean the H-1B visa thing will not be a big priority for your administration? Are not thrilled about this idea of hundreds of thousands of foreign students in the United States. We have about 350,000 Chinese. One point during COVID, you were going to, push to, get them out, but that was pulled back. You've said as many as 600,000 Chinese students could come to the United States. Why, sir, is that a pro-MAGA position when so many American kids want to go to school and there are places not for them and these universities are getting rich off Chinese money?
Sure. Never said about China, but we do have a lot of people coming in from China. We always have China and other countries. We also have a massive system of colleges and universities. And if we were to cut that in half, which perhaps makes some people
China
happy, you would have half the colleges in the United States go out of business.
So what?
Well, I think that's a big deal.
Are they fans?
You would have the
fans of the United States?
Yeah, but you would have.
This dumb fucking cunt. She's like, oh, they're Chinese, which means they're enemies of the American people. No, you dumb bitch. They're here for fucking school. They're here to learn and then go back to China and make more money than you'll ever fucking make.
As you know, historically, black colleges and universities would all be out of business. You would have a system of colleges and universities would go down the tubes.
So we're dependent on China to keep our universities?
We're dependent on China for everything. We're dependent on China for survival. Yes, we are literally China's baby back bitch, and without them, our nation crumbles because we import fucking everything from China, from the rest of the world. Without imports, we crumble.
But I think it's good to have. I actually think it's good to have outside countries. Look, I want to be able to get along with the world.
They're not the French. They're the Chinese. They spy on us. They steal our intellectual property.
What, do you think the French are better?
Yeah.
Really? I don't know. I'll tell you, I'm not so sure. We've had a lot of problems with the French where we get taxed very unfairly on our...
Taxed? You can't get taxed from a foreign nation. God, you're so stupid, Donald. You're so fucking stupid.
Technology where, they put 25% taxes on American products. Look, assuming everyone treats us badly, because that's the way I am, but we take in trillions of dollars from students. You know, the students pay more than double when they come in from most foreign countries. I want to see our school system thrive, but at the same time, I know you and I disagree.
Yeah.
We're never going to agree on
No.
it, but that's okay. And it's not that I want them, but I view it as a business. We have millions and millions of people. Also, I want to get along with countries if possible. You know, people are shocked. Remember, Hillary Clinton said, we'll be in a war. I stopped 8 wars.
Trump isn't important. He's a lame distraction. There is no Republican or Democrat but a lame farce. The victims of the U.S. are familiar with these things. No, Trump is very important. Trump is very important. He is the beacon of the fascist movement. Without Donald Trump, their movement collapses. He is the one who has given them the validity to come out from underneath their rocks and spew their racist rhetoric.
In the last 9 months, I don't want to be in wars. If I am in a war, we're going to win this thing fast, and it'll be violent. But you know what? I don't want to be in wars. But one thing,
what did you just say?
wars in the last 9. So I want to get along with countries if possible. You know, people are shocked. Remember, Hillary Clinton said, we'll be in a war. I stopped 8 wars in the last 9 months.
No, you didn't.
I don't want to be in wars. If I am in a war, we're going to win the thing fast, and it'll be violent. But you know what? I don't want to be in wars. But one thing.
It'll be violent. Yeah, dumb fuck. All war is violent. Guys like trying to flex, like, if I go to war, I'll make sure it's violent. Can you please name a non-violent war for me, you dumb baboon?
You don't want to cut half of the people, half of the students from all over the world that are coming into our country, destroy our entire university and college system. I don't want to do that.
I wouldn't lose any.
And don't forget, MAGA was my idea. MAGA was nobody else's idea.
You stole MAGA from Ronald Reagan, who stole MAGA from Adolf Hitler. Make Germany great again was Hitler's slogan. Ronald Reagan co-opted that. Make America great again. You can't come up with anything original, so you stole it from Ronald Reagan.
I know what MAGA wants better than anybody else, and MAGA wants to see our country thrive.
MAGA doesn't want anything. All MAGA wants is whatever you tell them to want, you fucking idiot.
Venezuela, are you going to attack this one? I wouldn't want to say, because that gives that person an immediate boost. It's like when they say, are you going to attack Venezuela? Are you going to attack this one? Are you going to attack? Yeah. I say, I'm not going to tell you whether or not I am. So I don't want to really give you, but I think this. We are doing phenomenally well. This is the greatest economy we've ever had.
Wrong.
Their talking points, oh, of course they're high, of course they're high. By the way, the only thing is beef. Beef
coffee
is a little high because the ranchers are doing great. Coffee, we're going to lower some tariffs. We're going to have some coffee come in.
Dude, oh my God, he's so fucking stupid. He actually thinks that this is like a company and he's the CEO.
We're going to take care of all this stuff very quickly, very easily. It's surgical. It's beautiful to watch. But our costs are way lower. Now, Walmart came out with a statement that they do every year for many, many decades.
Oh my God, he's going to hit the price of Thanksgiving is down by 25%.
And they said that a Thanksgiving meal costs 25% less this Thanksgiving, coming up, think of that, than it did last Thanksgiving.
If Laura Ingraham doesn't mention the fact that the Walmart Thanksgiving kit was lowered from 21 units to 15, I'm going to freak the fuck out.
Under Sleepy Joe Biden. That's a 25% reduction. I think that's right. And if you...
Laura, fucking say something, you cunt.
Remember, when I first came in, the first 2 days I had a news conference, eggs, they were hitting me with eggs. Eggs had quadrupled in price. And they're screaming at me. I just got here. I didn't know about eggs. And Brooke Rollins, our agricultural commissioner, secretary, did a great job. And now eggs are what they were. We got eggs down. We get it all down. But our prices are much lower. Their line is price is affordability. That's the new word, affordability.
That's the new word? Brother, you campaigned on affordability. Your whole campaign was, I'm going to lower the price of groceries. I'm going to lower the price of eggs. I'm going to lower the price of gas. Your entire campaign was affordability.
It's less expensive under Trump. And I haven't been here long. 9 months is not a long time. But look at what I've done to energy. Look at the price of gasoline. Going from $4.50 to $2.50 or $2.70, it's going to be $2 gasoline.
It's not true. It's not down to $2.50.
Affordable.
Well, the economy is my thing, and we have the greatest economy in history.
Are Republicans not selling it enough?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
And another
Unbelievable. I also think Joe Rogan went on this like anti-Zoran tirade that was like just fucking, what is it?
Whose idea was this?
My idea.
Oh.
He's a swindler. I know he has a bunch of fake accents that he used to use.
Yeah.
And, you know, but what else has he done that makes him a swindler?
Well, I guess if you say if you say to any audience
Today, Junior, you fucking autistic dipshit.
whatever that audience wants to hear, instead of having a consistent message, I would say that is a swindly thing to do.
Hello?
Yeah, but he is charismatic.
Say Mamdani's a
What? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Thank you for the $5 donation. What the fuck was that? Oh my God.
Honestly, you know, I think any New Yorker who looks at someone getting an opportunity, who's representing communities that have not been as representative.
Hold on. I gotta find Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan. Bring back the Chivalry 2 streams, maybe one day.
Spent a ton of money to stop Zoran Mamdani. And tonight is not just a defeat for Andrew Cuomo and Curtis Sliwa, it's a defeat for Bill Ackman.
Oh, did you guys see what Bill O'Reilly looks like now?
Out.
No, that's 2024. Bill O'Reilly. What was he on? Bill Maher? I'm sure you saw the emails. I did. Dude, look at Bill O'Reilly. Can you look at that look at that thing? Dude, look at that nussy. Look at that nussy. He looks like a corpse. He looks like he's dying.
The Democratic Party, okay? Because you believe that it's poison the well for everybody else.
Look at that thing. It could be his tie. He could just use that as a tie.
Like the congressman here.
Because they never met anything that was counterintuitive that they didn't love.
Right. So they want to put trans people...
Dude, I can't look at anything other than his nussy. This thing actually needs to be fucking censored.
In here, and they want to do this. And it just dilutes.
Don't you want to just, you know, I just want to fucking yank it down. I just want to yank, you know, he's got a whole ass gizzard.
The message that the Democratic Party has traditionally had, that we're for the workers.
Maher's just as bad. Yeah, no, Bill Maher's a piece of shit.
We want to improve the lives of...
Oh, wait, Maher's is just as bad. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. His nussy is nowhere near as bad. This is the worst nussy I've ever seen in my life.
The backbone of the country. Now you're into all this fringe garbage that Americans don't want. I think that's your posture.
I wouldn't put it that way, but go ahead.
Okay. But you might want to rethink, because that's a good way to put it.
Thank you for the $20 donation. Do you foresee anything that can be done to bridge the gap to better connect key favoring voting blocks? Seems like we always wait till voting time to deep dive into conversations with each other. Also, Rogan is a CIA asset. I do believe Rogan would be a CIA asset. I don't have any evidence on that, but I wouldn't be surprised. To bridge the gap to better connect key favoring voting blocks. Unironically, I think people need to suffer. I think that Donald Trump's dog shit policies need to start affecting people's daily lives. They need to go to the grocery store and see the price of eggs triple. They need to see the price of gas triple. They need to see their healthcare insurance premium fucking quadruple. They need to see the price of homes go up. They need to see the 50. People need to suffer in order for them to go, oh wait, now it affects me. I've been watching the I don't know, like the ICE round up migrants. That doesn't affect me. I've been watching us bomb Venezuela. That doesn't affect me. I've been watching the kids in Gaza get murked. That doesn't affect me. But once it does affect them, in the most selfish way possible, they will turn tail. They will go, wait. I thought the cruelty was only supposed to apply to my so-called enemies. This is exactly what happened in Germany, right? In Germany, at first they're like, oh, they're not rounding up like Germans, they're rounding up Jews. And it's like, hey, buddy, that's a German Jew. And they're like, oh, they're just rounding up socialists. Hey, guess what? That's a German socialist. And it just, the snowball kept on going until the next thing you know, average Germans who had even voted for Hitler were being rounded up for making the slightest criticism, for saying, I think the SS has gone too far. I think the Gestapo has gone too far. I think that war with Poland is crazy. This is what happens. Unfortunately, human beings are very individualistic. They're very selfish, and they don't give a fuck about the collective until they realize that they are part of it. And when the collective gets fucked, so do they. And 99% of the time, it's too late by then. You know, this is why I started off teaching history, and then I stopped, was because I realized nobody's learning from the lessons of the past. They're looking at it like it's a movie. It's, even if it is a movie, you're in it, bitch.
Well,
God, I fucking hate Bill Maher.
Program, and you are.
Oh, okay. Let's see what ACYN has for us today. My wife is telling me that weed is going to get banned. I don't think so. There's like a potential hemp ban. Let's see. Let's see. Federal THC ban sends hemp companies scrambling. Well, you know, right now, if you actually did like a federal THC ban and people like me couldn't get access to our marijuana, you're going to have a far bigger problem on your fucking hands. I promise you that. You're going to have a way fucking bigger problem on your hands. The Senate late Monday passed a funding package that was reopened the government, whatever. Tucked into the funding bill is a provision that would recriminalize many of the intoxicating hemp-deprived products that were legalized by the 2018 Farm Bill. Yes, weed might get banned? Nah, dude. I'll tell you this much. Republicans smoke weed too. MAGA voters smoke weed. Weed is not a political thing. Weed is across the fucking board. I promise you, if they ever tried to actually ban weed nationwide, you would have armed resistance groups flooding the fucking Capitol. And they would be Republicans. They would unironically be Republicans. I promise you that. Take away the fucking weed and watch all hell break loose. Senator Rand Paul waged a last-minute fight to try and keep the provision out, threatening to drag out the process of debating the underlying bill until he got a vote and an amendment to strip the language. Overrides the regulatory frameworks of several states, cancels the collective decisions of hemp consumers, and destroys the livelihoods of hemp farmers. And it couldn't come at a worse time for America's farmers. The provision prevents the unregulated sale of intoxicating hemp-based or hemp-deprived products, including Delta-8, from being sold online in gas stations or in corner stores, while preserving non-intoxicating CBD and industrial hemp products. Isn't Delta-8 fake weed? Or is that Delta-9? One of those is fake weed, right? It's hemp-derived THC products, not legal cannabis. Yeah, isn't that not legal weed? That's not real weed. Delta-9 is real weed. Delta-8 is the shit that, like, I don't know how many of you have been to New York City, but when you go to, like, a smoke shop, I don't mean a weed store, I mean a smoke shop, right, that sells, like, bongs and vapes and cigarettes, they'll have what you would, they'll have what you would think is weed, right? And it's not weed. There's no THC in it. It's like fake weed designed for dumb tourists to go in and buy it. Delta 9 is real mean. What do you mean trash? We're talking about Delta 8, bro. Look. This is Delta 8. Weed world. If I'm being honest, I don't give a fuck. You should ban Delta 8. You should ban Delta 8. It's fake fucking weed. You know, it's fake weed. Shag says, in Pennsylvania, weed is recreationally illegal. So if anybody wanted to get some low-end weed last minute, they would get Delta 8 at their local gas station. This would make that illegal. Well, I don't mean make it illegal to do it, but I mean, Delta 8 is not fake weed in Pennsylvania? Oh, God, this is so confusing to me. Should we ask a clanker? Should we ask a clanker? I feel like we should ask a clanker. Right? Let's ask a clanker. All right. Because I don't know shit. I mean, I smoke so much weed and I do not know the difference. So let's see. What's the difference between Delta 8 and Delta 9 weed? You useless fucking clanker. Content may violate our usage policies. You can't call it a clanker anymore? Are you fucking kidding? Okay. About to fucking tweak. I was about to fucking tweak. All right, Delta 9 is the traditional THC. Delta 8 is a naturally occurring isomer of THC, meaning it has the same chemical formula but a slightly different molecular structure. Tiny shift changes how it interacts with your endocannabinoid receptors. Okay, Delta 9 is federally illegal above 0.3%. Delta 8 comes from hemp, so it's technically legal. Okay, so I guess Delta 8 is not exactly marijuana, right? I can't support using ChatGPT. That's valid. That's valid. Listen, I fucking hate these things. I get lazy sometimes. What would you prefer, Grok? No, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. It's CBD derived. Listen, I mean, I don't smoke fake weed, but I understand that there's some people who don't have access to real weed, so they end up, you know, having to smoke fake weed. But regardless, it's fucking, this is the land of the free, the home of the fucking brave. I want to do heroin. Let me do fucking heroin, for God's sake. Just use Google AI, Gemini. I don't think that's what Shag was saying. I think she was just saying the use of any AI is fucked up. And as much as I agree, I'm a bit of a hypocrite. I use ChatGPT sometimes. Whoops. If you have a concealed carry license in Pennsylvania, you can't get a medical card. So a lot of people who conceal carry in PA smoke Delta 8. You're telling me they make you choose between a gun and weed? In Pennsylvania, you have to choose between a gun and weed? Are you out of your fucking mind? That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Same in Oklahoma. Same in Florida? Wait. In Michigan too? And people are choosing the weed? People are choosing the weed over a gun. Wow, they got us. The CIA fucking won, dude. The CIA fucking won. Holy shit. That's federal law? Why the fuck? Ugh, why does she look like that? That's so funny. Maddie just sent me a meme and it was very funny. Oh, hey Chris, can't believe it's been 6 months. Thanks for helping me make this regime go faster. Keep up the good work. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. There's loopholes, but that's what this bill will also stop. That's fucking so stupid. Okay. That's still so fucking stupid. Chris, you always read my worst comments, but I still love you. Thanks, bro. I appreciate you.
Saying aye.
It's not a slush fund. It actually is a payment to them individually. So just...
Thanks for becoming a loyalist, Cat.
Thank you for clarifying that.
It's going directly to the senator.
Into the rule, I move.
Amendment to redirect financial support provided to Argentina, not explicitly authorized by Congress, to extending the Affordable Care Act. Okay, so they were voting on an amendment to take the money that we had sent to Argentina and instead use it to extend the Affordable Care Act. Let's see, how do they vote on it?
Madam Chair, I have an amendment to the rule. I move the committee make an order amendment 49 to the Senate amendment to H.R. 5371, offered by Representative Horsford, which provides that all financial support provided to Argentina not explicitly authorized
New files
by
drop, bro. We already covered it. It's literally fucking nothing, dude. There's nothing in there. It's fucking useless. They quite literally gave us a email with nothing in it. It's stupid. It's just referring to Trump as a dog. We've already seen more earlier. We've seen way worse earlier.
Congress is hereby terminated, and $40 billion is hereby
It said Trump was with victims. Yeah.
appropriated to go towards extending the Affordable Care Act's extended tax credits through December 31st, 2027. We heard earlier from my colleague, Congressman Horsford, that it is madness that Donald Trump is sending a $40 billion bailout to Argentinian hedge fund investors during a government shutdown and at a time when he is also arguing that we can't afford.
If you get your med card, you can get your concealed carry. You can get your concealed carry because it's technically against HIPAA for them to ask. But if you're caught lying, you would have to pay a fine. And if you can't afford that, you go to jail. Land of the free, home of the fucking brave, huh?
To help American
Thanks for
families
the $10.
buy health insurance. So while families are going hungry and Americans are begging Republicans to prevent their health care premiums from doubling.
It's black and white evidence. Oh, liberal. Liberal. I've got the evidence. I take you to court. You are gonna go to jail. Wait a minute. What the fuck? How did you get away with this? Oh my God. What about the rules and regulations? What about Congress, Senate, and the House? Liberal. Rules don't apply to these fucking people. Wake the fuck up and smell the roses. Nothing will get in their way. Because they write the rules. Fuck! Look at Brianna's comment. A law passed in Oklahoma on November 1st. Now it's a felony if you have an opened dab pen in your front seat while driving. It has to be either completely sealed or in your trunk if opened. I think that has been like the rules, because it's like having a beer in your car. Right? If you have an open beer in your car, even if you haven't been drinking it, that's against the law, right? I'm pretty sure that kind of tracks. I don't think it's right, but that kind of tracks. Like if you have a fucking joint in your car, you're kind of cooked. Oh, Luigi's throwing up. Uh-oh. Hold on. Weenie, not on the rug. Oh. I think this is because last night she got a gummy bear off the floor. I think she got a gummy bear. You okay? Oh, poor baby. Last night I did catch her having a little gummy bear. Yeah, she's fine. Just, fucking, dogs, bro. Dogs just gag and throw up every once in a while. Last night I caught her eating a gummy bear, and I was like, what are you doing? Careful, that could be seen as animal abuse. Shut the fuck up, suck my dick, you fucking loser. Fucking dog throws up because she ate a gummy bear. Careful! Careful, it could be animal abuse! Jesus Christ. And I don't mean you. I know you're probably trying to warn me out of, good intentions, but, that's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard. Oh, you talking about the Republicans trying to sneak an abortion ban into the budget bill? No, I didn't. Let's see. Abortion ban in budget bill. They're referring to the Hassan controversy. I think that's like apples and oranges, dude. I think it's like apples and oranges. So how are they hiding this in there? GOP accused of trying to slip backdoor abortion ban into government funding bill. Let's see. Republicans said they might vote to lower Americans' healthcare costs, but only if we agree to include a backdoor national abortion ban. Hyde Amendment. What is this? What is this? What the fuck is this? Organization was established in 2013 with the goal of repealing the Hyde Amendment, the federal restriction passed in 1976 that bars federal funding from being used for abortion care. The policy blocks abortion care for low-income people who are covered by Medicaid, even in states where abortion remains legal. Oh, that's demented shit. Oh, that's demented. So wait, dude, this is the craziest mask-off moment where, no, here's the thing. Nobody's actually anti-abortion, okay? Even the rich, right? They're anti-abortion for you, but, when Donald Trump fucks some, I don't know, some, 16-year-old girl and gets her pregnant, she's getting an abortion, right? Same thing with, Matt Gaetz and Lindsey Graham. Actually, no, Lindsey Graham's gay. But, they don't want an actual abortion ban because they all have side chicks, right? And primarily children. But they do want poor people to not be able to have abortions so that they have more and more children and become inherently reliant on the government. That is what they want. Or for you to just suffer because you have so many children you can't afford to live anymore. It's fucking demented. Fucking demented. We were warned in March. Dude, I made so many videos that they're going to ban abortion. They're going to ban gay marriage. They're going to ban interracial marriage. They're going to ban interreligious marriage. And listen, I've never been wrong in my entire life, and I will continue to be correct. This is what I was talking about earlier. I got it figured out now. All right, so to further protect medication abortion, which accounts for 63% of all abortions in the U.S., and dude, so many fucking MAGA chud, dumbass, toothless hicks don't even understand that. They don't understand that, most women who get abortions are just swallowing a pill and then going through the, the biological abortion itself, but they're not. Yes, there is, the physical, what is it called? When you go inside of somebody, there's like a specific word for that, like a medical term for when you're going inside of somebody. There is that sort of invasive. There is an invasive abortion, but that's not the most used style. It's like 63% of them are just by taking a fucking pill. It's insane. And also, this is how they're banning abortion, is like not by federally banning it, but by making it illegal to sell pills like that, or making it like a state like Alabama gets all of their morning after pills shipped over from New York because New York makes them. Now they're making it illegal for New York to sell it in Alabama. Shit like that. Shutdown deal lets senators sue for $500,000 over data seizures like those in the January 6th probe. I don't know what that means. I'm a little dumb. I don't know what that means. I'm a little dumb. Senators getting reparations. Reparations for what? How did they lose money? When did a senator lose money because of January 6th? What does this even mean? Let's see. Let's see. Deal to end the U.S. shutdown would also allow some Republican senators to seek $500,000 for the January 6th probe. What? It would allow 8 Republican senators to seek hundreds of thousands of dollars in damages for alleged privacy violations stemming from the Biden administration's. Holy shit. So the Republican senators who were involved in the January 6th insurrection, attempted coup d'etat, attempt to overthrow the United States government, they are allowed to sue the United States government now because they were, per instance, what? What? Allows whose records were obtained to sue the Justice Department for $500,000 per violation, along with attorney fees and costs. Holy ever-loving fuck. So, Blackburn, Lindsey Graham, Bill Hagerty, Josh Hawley, Dan Sullivan, Tommy Tuberville, Ron Johnson, Cynthia Loomis all voted for the bill. Of course they fucking did. Holy shit, this is criminal. This is criminal. Not a cent for healthcare, but Republicans want $500,000 each. Holy fuck. I know, I have to cover this. That is fucking demented. That is fucking demented. All right, let's start putting together some links. Let's start putting together some links. I think we'll start with that. We'll start with that. We'll go to the new Epstein emails. Oh.
Joining me now is the great Steve Miller, White House Deputy Chief of Staff for Policy, and my old friend. You know, it's not even worth talking about. But the Schumer shutdown, I mean, the whole thing was pointless. It was just a waste of time, caused a lot of angst, chaos everywhere, Steve. Now, that's behind us, okay? I guess my question is, for you all, what's next? What happens next?
Well, I mean, first of all, it was worse than pointless, Larry. It was cruel. It was capricious. It was dangerous. It was radical. It was extreme.
Okay, enough, you fucking weirdo. You bald Jewish Nazi. How do you even become a Jewish Nazi? How do you do that? Oh my God.
In a bombshell revelation, Donald Trump has been exposed in a new trove of damaging emails in the Epstein files. In the first email...
I like this guy, but sometimes he gives me weird vibes. Am I the only one? I don't trust him. I like the info. He's on my side. I get it. But this guy, he gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Email, Epstein writes to Ghislaine Maxwell, quote, I want you to realize that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Victim spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. Police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. Maxwell responded, I've been thinking about that. In another email, Epstein wrote, victim Mar-a-Lago.
Okay. Seems average to me, but I don't know. I have this skill where I can tell when someone's a bullshitter. I can just tell. And I think he's a bullshitter. I don't know. Democrat apologizer? Him? Yeah, a little bit. All right, let's get links. So we've got reparations for Republicans. We've got new Epstein emails. I want Trump with the gold. Trump. He's AIPAC funded. Brian Tyler Cohen.
Gold.
Why not
You
silver?
you can't imitate gold, real gold. There's
Yeah, you
no
can.
paint that imitates
So
gold.
these aren't like from Home Depot or something?
No, this is not Home Depot stuff.
No,
This is-
not stuff you buy. From.
This is not Home
Dude, it looks so bad in there too. It looks so fucking bad.
Thousands actually of pictures, beautiful paintings. Some
Dude,
of
it
them
looks like someone pissed all over the place.
in the vault for over 100 years. And we added a lot of 24 karat.
That's fake. This is spray painted. Yo, this is so fake. That is the fakest shit I've ever seen. Are you fucking kidding me? You could see some of the paint. You could see some of the paint connecting it. This is fucking plastic.
Gold, and it's very expensive, and I think very beautiful. You know, when you look at the
Bro, this is
fireplace,
fucking plastic.
when you have a leader sitting on the one side and the other side, and you look at what's behind with the lights beaming, and that's all 24 karat gold. And
Dude, he is cartoon level villain. This is insane.
that's why it just beams.
Was it not gold before this was?
No, it wasn't. They didn't have really any gold. They didn't have gold. And they do now. That was actually a flat piece of marble. There for a long time, but a flat piece of marble. And I just felt it was important for this office to take on a look that's appropriate. It was, the walls were painted.
Dude, he wants to be a Saudi prince so badly. He wants to be a fucking Saudi prince.
They all could. Take a look at this, fellas. You want to see detail. So, like this sign. Most people would just do a sign they painted on the wall. So that's 1/2 inch thick bronze.
People can't afford groceries, Donald. People can't afford health care, Donald. And you're flexing this? I don't even have the words, bro. Like, this is the type of shit where, like, bro, have you ever seen the videos of, like, the Russians inside of the palace after after the revolution, looking at all the gold that could have fed their entire fucking population for years? This is disgusting. This is disgusting.
Carved by a very talented person. And it's brass. It's pure brass. It's 1/2 inch thick brass.
You just said it was bronze.
And you can't just do that. That's, you look at that, that's quality, right? And then we start with George Washington and we go down to Trump. Pretty cool, right?
earlier, a lot of people
says has got to prevail, or America will be doomed. At some point, simple, basic, fundamental common sense has got to prevail, or America will be doomed if we become New York and New Jersey and California and Illinois. But at some
I've got an amendment to delete Section 213. This $1 million jackpot provision is one of the most blatantly corrupt provisions for political self-dealing and plunder of.
Yeah, we're going to need that. See if we can get some Epstein shit.
Mentioning Donald Trump. By
all right, we got that.
Home Depot. Another one thing.
Got that. Federal THC ban. Abortion ban. Okay. All right. Let's make a video. Let's make a video. Oh, let me fill up my coffee first, actually. Other Republicans were like, we need fucking insane. It's essentially reparations. The fucking stupidest shit I've ever heard. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Alrighty. Republican senators put in this insane provision into the new budget bill that says that 8 Republican senators, all 8 of them were investigated for the January 6th insurrection, attempted coup d'etat to overthrow the United States government. There were 8 Republican senators who were investigated for that. And now they're putting in the budget bill that each one of those 8 senators is going to be paid reparations. Stop it now. Each one of those senators is going to be paid reparations of $500,000 per instance that they were investigated. Essentially, it's like this. It's like somebody like Lindsey Graham, right? Lindsey Graham was directly involved in the January 6th attempted insurrection to overthrow the United States government. He was investigated, and who knows, maybe it was like 15 times he had to give access to his phone, give access to his laptop, give access to whatever to the FBI. They put in this bill that the Republican senator, like Lindsey Graham, could sue for $500,000 all 8 times, right, in order to develop reparations. All right, Mao, I get it. How about Stalin? Throwing Stalin up on there. What the fuck are we talking about? What the fuck are we talking? No money for healthcare, no money for food stamps, no money for farmers, but reparations for these 8 Republican bootlicking cucks. I can't even fucking believe this. We're gonna cover that. We also have this new Epstein email list that dropped, right? Where it's, I mean, listen, we've had a lot of Epstein emails drop. One's between him and Ehud Barak, the former prime minister of Israel. We've got ones between him and, Donald Trump. But now we got a new bunch of email lists that show Donald Trump knew he was meeting with victims, or he had his own victims, and that Jeffrey Epstein referred to Donald Trump as the dog that has not barked yet. Which to me sounds like you've just got like a leash around this guy's neck and he won't bark because you've got the blackmail. You know what I mean? That's what it kind of tells me. On top of that, Trump did this dog shit interview with Laura Ingraham. It was actually the worst interview he's ever done. And he took her around the White House just showing her all of the gilded gold that he has. It's all like cheap plastic from Home Depot spray painted with gold. And he's claiming it's 24 karat when it so fucking clearly isn't. The government is trying to ban THC federally. I mean, I know it's federally illegal, but they're trying to ban hemp products, right? They're trying to get, this is all so that big tobacco can make more money. This is the same shit that happened in like the early, was it the 1900s? Either the early 1900s or the late 1800s when they tried to ban hemp products. And that ended up leading to the federal ban of marijuana or illegal marijuana. There's also a backdoor abortion ban that was slipped into this government funding bill that makes it illegal for poor people to get abortions, but it's okay for rich people to get abortions. That's because all of these Republican senators, or at least the straight ones, because primarily they're closeted homosexuals, but the straight ones, they fuck, like 16-year-old girls, they fuck children, and then they get them pregnant, and they have to make sure she gets an abortion. So they're only banning abortion for poor people. No need to worry about that. That's a joke, by the way. That's fucking crazy. And we're going to take a look at all of this. Welcome to the show. I'm Chris Valenti. This is the Valenti VOD. Thank you very much for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Also, remember, this is what real independent media looks like. I have no funding. I've never had a conversation with an advertiser, a billionaire, or a government. So, if you do want to support the channel financially, there's a couple of ways you could do it. You could buy merch like the Democratic Socialist poster or the No But You Don't Understand mugs. That's located down below. You can click the thanks button down below to tip me directly. You can click the join button down below to become a member. You'll get access to member-only content and some really cool emotes. And last but not least, you can become a patron on Patreon. Thank you for all of the patrons. I appreciate you. But without further ado, let's just dive into today's nightmare. So, here's what we got from Reuters. Deal to end the U.S. shutdown would also allow some Republican senators to seek $500,000 for January 6th probe. Now, this is actually still incorrect because it's $500,000 per instance, right? So it could be fucking tens of millions depending on how many instances there are. Legislation moving through Congress that would end the longest government shutdown in U.S. history would also allow 8 Republican senators to seek hundreds of thousands of dollars in damages for alleged privacy violations stemming from the Biden administration's investigation of January 6, 2021. I love how they say privacy violations. Meanwhile, we have like the Palantir Superstate Oracle AI robot that is literally currently as we're speaking, Peter Thiel and Sam Altman are gathering all of our information, not just in America. All 8 billion of us, they're gathering all of our information to make a universal program that can monitor everything you have ever said and then predict everything you will ever do. That's not even a joke. I know that is the movie Minority Report. That's not a joke. That's what they're creating. They're trying to create a system with such hyper surveillance that would make the Patriot Act look like fucking child's play so that they can analyze who would be a potential future terrorist and throw you in jail for thought crime. That is unironically what their fucking plan is. It's the most demented shit. And the thing is, these bootlicking MAGA chuds are like, that doesn't apply to me. I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. Oh, yeah? Do you support sending every last dollar that you have to Israel? You don't? That makes you officially a domestic terrorist. You don't support the American state mindset. You're not on the side of the State Department. The State Department says your money goes to Israel. If you think that's a bad thing, guess what? Now you're NSPM 7 designated. Now you're officially a fucking domestic terrorist like the rest of us in Antifa. Disgusting. Anyway, let's keep reading. We also have a video of Jamie Raskin's response to this because he went fucking crazy. But we have this, quote, "We will not rest until justice is served and those who were involved in this weaponization of government are held accountable." Now, you would think that quote has to do with like shitting on what's going on. No. This is Senator Marsha Blackburn, one of the Republican senators whose records were seized because she was directly involved in the January 6th insurrection and attempt at overthrowing the United States government. So Blackburn and 7 other senators. So we've got Marsha Blackburn, Lindsey Graham, closeted homosexual, Bill Haggerty, Josh Hawley, closeted homosexual, Dan Sullivan, Tommy Tuberville, Ron Johnson, Cynthia Loomis. All of them voted for the bill. These are the people who will potentially make tens of millions of dollars while we don't have money for healthcare, we don't have money for food stamps, we don't have money for anything other than war, tax cuts for the billionaires, war. I'm building a ballroom, war. Look at my gold. Fucking demented shit. So all right, so here's what we got. Not a cent for healthcare. But Republicans wrote in a corrupt cash bonus of at least $500,000 each. The records were part of special counsel Jack Smith's investigation into President Donald Trump's effort to overturn his loss of the 2020 election to his Democratic opponent, Joe Biden. Just so you know, guys, this is exactly what happens when you allow people to attempt to overthrow the United States government and you don't punish them and everybody gets pardoned. This is what happens. That behavior becomes normalized. It even becomes rewarded. What this is it's a dog whistle to everybody, the most violent, fucking uneducated extremists in this nation. Hey, if you go to war for me, if you commit crimes for me, not only will I pardon you, but you're going to get a payout for being investigated for your crimes. That's what this is. Donald Trump is the most corrupt man who's ever stepped foot in our fucking White House. I honestly think, and I've said this before, he's not just the most corrupt president. He's the most corrupt politician in American history. Without, beyond a shadow of a doubt. He makes fucking Rush Limbaugh look like a child. We've got some Democrat response here. We've got Senator Jamie Raskin here. I want you to get a look at this. At least there's some Democrats who still are holding the line, but it's not enough. We don't have any fucking power anymore. The only power we had was in the Democrat shutdown, and now it's fucking donezo.
When I learned of this provision, I've got an amendment to delete Section 213. This $1 million jackpot provision is one of the most blatantly corrupt provisions for political self-dealing and plunder of public resources ever proposed in the United States Congress. And we're watching it happen in real time. You know, it was said that the Roman Senate was so corrupt, so drenched in bribery and private self-enrichment that the senators were actually as corrupt as Julius Caesar and as Caligula, the tyrannical maniac. I don't know if the Republicans in the Senate today are as corrupt as Donald Trump, but they're on the path, and they're right behind him. If this were to pass, this astounding provision would give 8 Republican senators a personal payday of at least $1 million each, paid for directly by the U.S. taxpayers at a time when we're throwing...
Because each one of these Republican senators was investigated more than once, right? Let me scroll up here. Each one of these senators was investigated more than once. So even though it says $500,000, they're going to get far more than that.
Millions of people off of their health care. I want to associate myself with the eloquent remarks of Mr. Vindman, but I want to make one dissenting remark. Section 213 is actually about $1 million, not $500,000, and I'll tell you why. It's retroactive to 2022, which is extraordinary. It's an ex post facto civil law. It allows, quote, any United States senator, not any U.S. citizen, mind you, not even any lowly member of Congress, mind you, but any senator to receive $500,000 from the taxpayers if the Department of Justice subpoenas their phone bill without giving them notice. That's $500, and then an extra $500,000 if the Department of Justice seeks a lawful non-disclosure order from a federal judge. That's a cool $1 million they're handing to each of these senators. Case closed. It's over.
We're literally giving reparations to Republican senators while we starve the most marginalized people in our communities. By the way, the SNAP benefits are not being released. The shutdown is over and Trump still isn't releasing SNAP benefits. This is because I have told you he wants unrest. He wants starving people. He wants desperation. He wants violence in the streets, because that is the only way that he can get away with invoking the Insurrection Act, sending the military to every single city of these United States of America, and completely preventing any elections. That's the plan. Whether you accept reality or not doesn't fucking matter. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. You can believe me and prepare, or you can think I'm a fearmongerer and go, holy fucking shit, Chris Valenti was right in about 6 goddamn months. Just like always, because this is what it means. Thank you, Nelson, for becoming a member again. This is what it means to be a socialist. You are 6 months ahead of all these fucking libtards who go, stop fear-mongering, there's always gonna be an election, there's always gonna be an election. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? Then why the fuck did he try to overthrow the United States government when he lost the last one? And he still claims he won it. Smell the fucking roses, holy fucking shit.
They want this pirate's treasure simply for having their call records turned over by the phone company in response to a lawful grand jury subpoena. That happens tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of times a year.
Yes, to American citizens. Do you know how many of you have had your phone records subpoenaed and you don't even know it? Do you know how many of you have had your social security number is in some fucking AI system being sold to some fucking Chinese dude? And you don't get to sue, you don't get reparations, you don't get a payout. No, but these fucking people do, because they failed at trying to overthrow our government. Because they failed, they're getting a fucking payout. Disgusting rat people.
So are our MAGA colleagues dealing themselves $1 million payout, suddenly civil libertarians saying they want to change the law so grand jury subpoenas can't go out for any Americans unless they're notified first? No. It's not for all Americans. It's not even for the second-class citizens over in the House of Representatives, those present and those absent in the other room. It's not for any of us. It's for 100 Americans. They get special privileges under this criminal justice right. It's a right for those 100 people to say, if a grand jury subpoenas us in a lawful investigation, and if a judge orders non-disclosure, they get $1 million. Wow, that's incredible.
Shout out Jamie Raskin. At least there's some Democrats who still have some fucking fight left in them, you know? Granted, he's all bark, no bite. We ain't got no power. Speaking of all bark, no bite, we got new Epstein emails referencing Trump, calling him a dog that will not bark or has not barked yet. Sex offender Jeffrey Epstein referred to Donald Trump as, quote, the dog that hasn't barked, and told his former companion Ghislaine Maxwell that an alleged victim had spent hours at my house. I've got the emails here for you. I'm going to whip them up. So, Oversight Dems have received new emails from Jeffrey Epstein. Get a look. So, let me zoom in actually for you. Never mind. From Ghislaine Maxwell to Jeffrey Epstein. Importance high. I've been thinking about that. I want you to realize that that dog that hasn't barked is Trump. Victims spent hours at my house with him. He has never once been mentioned. Police chief, etc. I'm 75% there. Now, this is, you know, like, there's not a whole lot to work with here because they always speak in code. I don't even know why they do this in writing. This is the craziest fucking shit I've ever heard. But the one thing that we do have is directly referring to the women as victims. Before there's even a case, victims spent hours at my house with him. So even Epstein knows that these women are victims. And he's saying that we have blackmail on Trump. He's a dog with a leash on him and he will not bark, for if he does, we can ruin him. That's what this is. That's what this means. We've got more. From Jeffrey Epstein to Michael Wolff. Victim at Mar-a-Lago, and then this is redacted, blank. Trump said he asked me to resign. Never a member ever. Of course he knew about the girls as he asked Ghislaine to stop. So you know what this is? This is the beginning of Trump's, just so we understand. Donald Trump ordered the assassination of Jeffrey Epstein. I have no evidence of this. This is alleged. Fucking, I don't care if you believe me or not. But this, what you're looking at is like the beginning of that breakdown in their relationship. And I've talked about this before where I said, I think Donald Trump had so much blackmail on him, so much shit of him committing the most heinous crimes that you could possibly imagine, that it got to the point where he realized the literal only way to prevent himself from going to prison was to become the president of the United States. I'm not kidding. I think that is the only reason he ran for president. Was like, well, I gotta kill this guy, and the only way I could get away with that is if I was the president. Wait a minute. Maybe I can become the president. Then he did. And don't forget, Donald Trump, Jeffrey Epstein, John Casablancas, and Jean-Luc Brunel, all four of them, sex trafficking. All four of them, model agencies. 3 of them, mysteriously dead. Only one man left standing, and he happens to be the president of the United States of America. Call me fucking crazy. I've done my research. I know what the fuck I'm talking about. All right, next one. From Michael Wolff to Jeffrey Epstein. Importance high. I think you should let him hang himself. If he says he hasn't been on the plane or to the house, then that gives you a valuable PR and political currency. You can hang him in a way that potentially generates a positive benefit for you, or if it really looks like he could win, you could save him, generating a debt. Of course, it is possible that when asked, he'll say Jeffrey is a great guy and has gotten a raw deal and is a victim of political correctness, which is to be outlawed in a Trump regime. Yo, they refer to it as a regime? These are his buddies and they refer to it as a regime. I call it a regime because I fucking hate the guy. They knew. They were like, yeah, no, this guy's going to be a dictator. He's not going to be a president. He's going to be a dictator. You referred to this as a fucking regime in 2015. Holy fuck, dude. Holy fuck. All right, so, and now here's my thing. I've talked about this before. Is this crazy? Yes. Will it do anything? No, it's not going to do anything. Oh my God, there's more. What is this? It says, if we were able to craft an answer for him, what do you think it should be? I hear CNN is planning to ask Trump tonight about his relationship with you, either on air or in scrum afterwards. So they had an inside man at CNN warning them. They're going to ask about his relationship with Epstein. They go, if we're able to craft an answer for him, what do you think it should be? Wow, they literally, Jeffrey Epstein controlled Donald Trump. Controlled him. Holy fuck. Oh, and by the way, MAGA will still defend this because they all defend pedophiles. Now I'm going to move on to this, which is, while nobody can afford anything and Donald Trump is draining the money out of our Democrat institutions, he did a little interview with Laura Ingraham where he showed her all of his gold.
The one thing with gold,
Why not silver?
You can't imitate gold, real gold. There's no paint that imitates
So
gold.
these aren't like from Home Depot or something?
No, this is not Home Depot stuff.
No,
They literally are.
This is not.
They literally are. These are that is plastic from fucking Amazon, bro. That they spray painted gold. It doesn't even, it barely even looks real. Like, I don't understand how he thinks people are falling for this. This is not what 24 karat gold looks like. That looks like piss. That looks like piss. Look at the fucking Oval Office. MAGA, if you can look at this and tell me it looks good, you have brain worms.
Thousands, actually, of pictures, beautiful paintings.
It looks like a giant pissed all over the Oval.
Some of them in the vault for over 100 years. And we added a lot
hideous.
of...
Look at this. Yo, MAGA, you're telling me you think this is real? Yo, MAGA, You're telling me you think this is real 24 karat gold? You can see, you see that connecting these two like points? You see that right there? That is the fucking spray paint. It has solidified.
24 karat gold, and it's very expensive and I think very beautiful. You know,
that is the fakest shit I've ever seen in my life.
when you look at the fireplace, when you have a leader sitting on the one
Exactly.
side.
Where's the shine? Where's the shine? Gold is fucking shiny. This is matte.
The other side, and you look at what's behind with the lights beaming, and that's all 24 karat gold, and that's why it just beams.
Was it not gold before this was?
No, it wasn't. They didn't have really any gold. They didn't have.
Bro, he's literally like a fucking pirate. Look at my gold. Look at all of my gold. Arrgh, matey, I'm the president. I raided the vault. I took the gold from Fort Knox and I put it in the White House. No, you didn't. You took the gold, you melted it down, you sold it into crypto, and you boosted up your stock portfolio. That shit's not gold, Donald.
Gold. And they do now. That was actually a flat piece of marble there for a long time, but a flat piece of marble. And I just felt it was important for this office to take on a look that's appropriate.
Yeah, it looks like you're a fucking Saudi prince, bro. You're such a wannabe ass fucking fat fascist fuck. You're such a wannabe Mohammed bin Salman. You wish you were Mohammed bin Salman. When you were in the Middle East, you looked happy as a fucking clam. You love seeing pictures of dictators on the fucking wall and having everybody dance for you. If you fucking could, you would have a gun to all of us, making sure that we praise you every fucking day like you're Xi Jinping.
It was, the walls were painted. But it was still the Oval Office, by the way, but the walls were painted now. The walls are much more than painted. So people have loved it. The leaders of other countries have loved it when they come in. And it's, you know, more representative of...
Yeah, I'm sure the president of Syria, former founder of ISIS and high-ranking member of Al-Qaeda, probably fucking loved that, dude. There is more I want to show you. Trump President Walk of Fame. So he showed Laura Ingraham this Walk of Fame that he created. It's insane. Look at this. Look at this. Watch this. Look at this. You're never going to believe what I'm about to show you. So this, it starts off, you're like, oh, it's just pictures of every president. That's kind of normal. Pictures of every president. Oh, we're going down the line. There's William Clinton. There's George W. Bush. There's Barack Obama. There's King Doland. And there's Joe Biden. The fucking auto pen. They put a picture. Listen, let me explain something to you. Joe Biden was a bad president, okay? But he was still a United States president, okay? We have Andrew Jackson on that wall, and that motherfucker committed a genocide, okay? We have fucking FDR on there, and he dropped nukes, for God's sake. Meanwhile, they are removing the picture of one of our presidents and replacing it with the most petty bullshit I've ever fucking seen. MAGA. This is your big, strong man. This is your big, strong leader. I need you to wake up and abandon ship, dude. I need you to understand that you are actually praising a petulant child with the brain of a 4-year-old. Look at that. Fucking demented shit. All right, we're going to move on to the federal THC ban, sending hemp companies scrambling. Senate late Monday passed a funding package that would reopen the government. So just like I told you how they layered in like, oh, $1 million for each Republican senator, they also layered in a provision that would recriminalize many of the intoxicating hemp-derived products that were legalized by the 2018 Farm Bill. So there are states where recreational marijuana is still illegal, right? And in those states, a lot of these people, they get something that's called Delta-8 THC. It's essentially just, it's fake weed. It kind of gets you high, but it doesn't really get you high. And they're trying to ban that also, that like the big tobacco companies can come back and get more Americans addicted to nicotine because they've chosen to smoke Delta-8 instead. The provision prevents the unregulated sale of intoxicating hemp-based or hemp-derived products, including Delta-8, from being sold online, in gas stations, and corner stores, while preserving non-intoxicating CBD and industrial hemp products. Now, granted, remember, they will never do anything about, like, the increasing rates of alcoholism in this nation. They'll never do anything about, like, like people who have gun licenses and are raging alcoholics. But they will do is make it illegal for you to have a concealed carry permit and a medical marijuana card. That's already the case in places like Florida and Pennsylvania, right? Like, you literally have to choose between having weed and having a gun. In the land of the free, the home of the fucking brave, you gotta choose which one you fucking want. The proposal was first included in the House's funding bill for the Department of Agriculture, but it was removed from the Senate version over the summer following a disagreement between Paul and his fellow Kentucky Republican Senator Mitch McConnell. Dude, this guy's actually, like, I know we say that Donald Trump has dementia. Mitch McConnell has such bad Alzheimer's, he doesn't even know who he is anymore. I watched a video of him where, look, he could, I mean, I think I just got to show you the fucking video. This, I almost felt bad for him, and then I realized it was Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell falling. Look at this geriatric fuck. Watch this. Here.
Kidnapping them.
Watch his face when he gets up. Did you see that? I don't know if any of you guys have grandparents who had Alzheimer's or dementia. That's what that look is. He doesn't know who he's looking at. He doesn't know where he is. He doesn't know who he is. And this is a man who gets to fucking write the laws. I hope he got hurt from that. I really do. I hope his fucking hip popped or some shit. But yeah, so McConnell said, quote, "We will keep the dangerous products out of the hands of children while preserving the hemp industry for farmers." No, you're not. The $30 billion legal hemp market will disappear. So, while Donald Trump is fucking over our soybean farmers, he's fucking over our cattle ranchers, now he's going to move in to fuck over our hemp farmers, all because his billionaire donors and big tobacco do not want to have to compete with hemp. All right, another thing that was slipped into the budget bill is a abortion ban. Congressional Republicans are trying to insert an anti-abortion language into government funding. President Donald Trump digging in against a clean extension of the Affordable Care Act, right? Here it is. Republicans said they might vote to lower Americans' healthcare costs, but only if we agree to include a backdoor national abortion ban. Okay? Now, what's funny about this is I did a little bit of research. It looks like this abortion ban only applies to the poor. The policy blocks abortion care for low-income people who are covered by Medicaid, even in states where abortion remains legal. So this is because of what I told you. None of these people are anti-abortion, because they all have, you know, like side chicks, and they fuck hookers, and they have sex with children, and they get people pregnant, right? They don't want that baby around, so they can get an abortion. You're gonna have to sign an NDA, you're gonna have to shut the fuck up. But when it comes to, you know, the average American, or, you know, like the impoverished communities, no, you do not get to have an abortion because you're a dirty, disgusting, poor person, and we want you to have more children, because the more children you have, the more money it costs, and the more desperate you will be. You will buy into the fast food industry, and you will buy into big pharma, and you'll get fatter, and you'll get sicker, and you'll spend all your money raising these kids. That is what the Republican Party wants. They want all of your money. They don't want you to succeed at all. At all. It's fucking disgusting. Quote, "This isn't just about policies, it's about people. It's about transforming a broken system to ensure that everyone, no matter who they are or where they live, can access the healthcare they deserve with dignity and without barriers." But with Republicans controlling both chambers of Congress for at least the next 2 years, reads the playbook, states can step up to serve as a crucial backstop in providing affordable abortion care, as abortion right advocates continue to push for the repeal of the Hyde Amendment. So, my cousin Jessica, very famous feminist novelist, she was writing about this, how they don't actually have to get through a national abortion ban. They can slowly chip away at the things that provide us with abortions. For example, in a state like Alabama, just let me explain something to you. 63% of women who get abortions are just taking a pill, okay? It's not a intrusive surgery to, like a vacuum. That happens, but that's not the majority of abortions, okay? What they want to do is, like in a state like Alabama, where they get that pill, the abortion pill, sold to them, shipped over from New York, right? They're making that illegal, okay? They're making the materials needed for that intrusive surgery illegal to be shipped over to Alabama. They are slowly, piece by piece, making it simply impossible for healthcare practitioners to do the abortion. It may not be banned, but they don't have the materials needed for it, which then also leads to women dying when they have ectopic pregnancies because the doctors don't have the materials to give them that abortion and save their life. On top of that, we also have pharmacies, like pharmacists are refusing to give like the morning after pill to women in like red states who show up because like they don't have a wedding ring. And they're like, you're a dirty fucking tramp harlot. I'm not giving you the abortion pill. You're not married. Like, I'm not kidding. That is already happening. If you want more details on that, you definitely should go to abortioneveryday.com. That's Jessica's website. It's fucking incredible. But yeah, no, here's exactly what I was just telling you. To further protect medication abortion, which accounts for 63% of all abortions in the U.S., the abortion pill mifepristone can maintain its federal approval. The group called on states to repeal any in-person dispensing requirements for medication abortions. So they're trying to make it illegal for in-person dispensing, right? Again, this is exactly what I'm telling you. They're trying to get rid of the materials needed for the abortion without signing an actual federal abortion ban. Oh, it's fucking disgusting, and I don't know. I don't know what to tell you other than the fact that this is why I have told you for a long time that you are not up against Republicans. You are up against fascists. You are up against straight up fucking fascists. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Look at this. In December, Republican Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton filed first-of-its-kind lawsuit against a doctor in New York who prescribed abortion pills to a patient in Texas. They're literally suing doctors for providing health care. Suing doctors for providing fucking health care. It's fucking disgusting. Oh, and also, Democrats will do nothing to fight against this. At all. That's all I got for you in today's Valenti VOD. If you're here live, you stay. We're going to keep on covering the news. If you're here pre-recorded, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell. It costs you nothing and it helps me immensely. And do me one last favor. Click that video over there. It's a banger. And I know bangers. Oh. Fucking insane. Fucking insane. Fucking insane. Okay, Republican. All right. Do 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 do. All right, let's make a thumbie. Episode 289. Damn, I'm hungry. My stomach is growling. I gotta eat something after this. Easy as fuck to get weed seeds. Yeah, maybe not for long. Maybe not for long. All right. No, not AI mode. I want that picture. Luigi. Oh, okay. How about Lindsey Graham? All right, so we're gonna. Oh, wait, I gotta get me in there too. What am I saying? Uploads. All right, and flip. I want reparations. All right, that's one. And then, how about, what else? Pay me $1 million. And then a third one. Senators deserve. What else? More money. Senators deserve more money. How about this? Republican senators deserve. How about just give us all your money? Give us all your fucking money. Here we go. All right, so the title is going to be Republican senators demand millions of taxpayer dollars in reparations for failing to overthrow. Now, how about this? Republican senators demand millions of taxpayer dollars in reparations because of Jan 6. Jan 6 probes. Yo, I'm not even kidding. I think China is a superior nation in every single way. I am wildly disgusted to have to call myself an American. Okay. I do mean that, by the way. I think China's a better nation than us in every single possible way. I can't think of a single thing that we do better than China. Please tell me if you can think of something. I'd love to know. See how it starts. Okay, ready to go. Public and publish. Work-life balance on average, China definitely wins in that. You're probably thinking of Japan, bro, and their terrible work-life balance. I gotta wait for that to fully process before I can edit it anyway, so I guess we'll wait. Oh, never mind, there it goes. Fully processed. International terrorism. I'm pretty sure China has less terrorist attacks than we do. Overall better quality of life. Yeah, China definitely has an overall better quality of life. We haven't completely censored all social media. Neither has China. Bro, have you not been watching Assange stream? He's been streaming like directly from China in the middle of Tiananmen Square. Even on like Bilibili. Republican senators. Okay, I acknowledge, confirm. What? I said, what? Potentially we're vaguely better in terms of gay rights. I have no idea if gay marriage is even legal in China. I've never looked into that. Did Hassan get arrested? No. No, he didn't get fucking arrested. Yeah, we went over the Epstein emails. They mean, it's nothing. It's a nothing burger. Will you ever travel to China? I would love to go to China. Are you fucking kidding? I would love to go to China. You would have to rip me out of it. Get me home, you'd have to rip me out of it. The only problem is there's no weed in China, right? You can't smoke weed in China, right? You know what? There we go. That's the one thing America has over China. However, as we just covered, they're coming for our weed too, so I can't think of anything now. Gay marriage is illegal there. They should make marriage illegal everywhere. That would fix the problem, I think. ICE is going to deport you to China? You promise? Do you fucking promise, dude? Let me get Mao on the wall. 我们去将助力去上上，哭着泪又走够楼主哟。Did Maddie just laugh? Yes, that's what you heard. 让我们尽出力气息，洋洋皆心有。我们去将助力去心上。Absolutely none of that was Chinese. You're cheering for racism. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Cancel me. Try it. See what happens. I'm your only champion. Anyway, palate cleanser? Oh, wait, you know what? I have to do an advertisement real quick. How do we know Maddie is real? She's not. I have a stream deck that plays out the sound of a woman laughing at a distance, so it seems like I have a girlfriend. It's true. See that? Activated. All right, let's do an advertisement. Comrade, they're trying to sneak a hemp ban across the country. I know. I just covered it. All right, here we go, here we go, here we go. Republican senators are now demanding reparations for being investigated for trying to overthrow the United States government on January 6th. They're unironically only Republican senators, 100 people. They want millions of dollars from the Department of Justice because their privacy was intruded upon. Meanwhile, me and you, all of our fucking data is being gathered by Peter Thiel and Sam Altman to put into some universal AI protocol that's just gonna fucking predict your thoughts and then arrest you for being a dissident of the fucking Fuhrer. Also, the Republicans snuck into their fucking budget bill an abortion ban and a THC ban. Just complete fucking bans, okay? So again, to the MAGA voter who, I don't know, likes to smoke weed, get on your hands and knees and eat my fucking shitty asshole. I got a new YouTube video about this. It goes into great detail. Go check it out. It's on YouTube, it's on YouTube, it's on YouTube. All right, so Republicans demand millions in reparations for failing to overthrow the government. Full coverage on YouTube. Okay. They can't ban weed, they just legalize it recreationally. They can do whatever they want. There are no rules and regulations that apply to the fascists. They could literally shoot you in the fucking face and they wouldn't get in trouble. I hope you understand that. I hope you understand Donald Trump could knock on your door and shoot you in the face and nothing would happen to him. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. The Supreme Court has already ruled that there is no act that the president can commit where he can be held liable for a crime. He is actually a God king. He can do nothing. He cannot get in trouble for anything. That is actually the law. That's not hyperbole. That is literally the law. Literally the law. Article 2, Section 4, the entire cabinet. What is that? Like the 25th Amendment or some shit? We're changing that shit when we get it back. I want the authoritarian left. I want to use ICE agents as slave labor. How much longer till it's our turn to overthrow the government? I don't know. It has to be an official act. Yeah, he can just Donald Trump could knock on your door and go, "This is an official act," and then shoot you in the face, and now he won't go to jail. It's that easy. It's that easy. Chris, give us goon mode or the Constitusi. Yeah, I'll give you goon mode. Where's goon mode? Goon mode. Guna mattina. Di sono alzato. Bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Guna mattina. mi sono stato e ho trovato invasor. Oh Gunigino, portami via. Oh Gunigin, 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 Gin, Gin, Gunigino. Mi Gunigino, mi Gunigun, Gun, 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 Gun. Nobody murders people like I do. They've never seen a serial killer like me. I'm the best. Ooh, goon mode with Bella Ciao. Una mattina, mi goony goony, goony goon, goony goon, goony goon, goon, goon. Do an anti-clanker one? I don't have an anti-clanker one. Don't have it. Don't have it. Apologize. I apologize. SNAP recipients received funding from some Democratic states. California sent funds last week. Not nearly enough. They didn't send the actual amount because a lot of that comes from the federal budget. However, they did send some. The thing is, we're putting a Band-Aid on a fucking bullet wound with state-funded SNAP benefits. Mi paisano. God, I love Avi for the Goon Cube. I know, it's unreal. Unreal. The older millennial is 100% going to do a react video to that clip whenever it gets posted. Which clip? Which clip? Is Avi having a good life in the cube? There's bird seed in there, so I'm sure he's eating. Oh, of you singing? Nah, I guarantee he doesn't. I bet you money he don't. What did it say about weed in the fine print? Oh, they're trying to ban THC federally. They're trying to literally destroy the entire market. So you might lose your job. Sorry, brother. I'll bet my daily pay. You'll bet your daily pay that he reacts to a video of me singing. Bullshit. Highly doubt that. There's a new Super Mario trailer. There's a new Super Mario movie. I fucking loved that one. Except the worst part about that movie is Chris Pratt, which is unfortunate because that's the voice of Mario. It's the Super Mario Galaxy movie? Can we even watch this trailer together? Is that allowed? Is that allowed? Yes? Yeah, you can. As long as you react, it should be fine. All right, let's do it. And then this will be our palate cleanser. Then I'm going to end the stream today. Here we go. Dude, there's a reason why Luigi's named Luigi. There's a reason why Luigi's on the fucking wall. I fucking love Mario. I low-key love that Bowser isn't the bad guy anymore. Thanks for becoming a loyalist, Lasagna Cat. I love that, because Bowser's low-key not really the villain. Shit, that's like the type of shit Elon Musk posts.
Love the colors.
That's like literally the type of Israeli representation in this film. Pussy, bet you didn't know I had the gat on me. Bet you didn't know I stay fucking strapped. Sick, dude. God, that's so sick, dude. And I guarantee you they didn't use any fucking AI. I guarantee you they didn't use any fucking AI. Forget the Switch, bring the GameCube back? Bro, I have a fucking GameCube sitting right there. I got all the games. I got all the games sitting in my GameCube right there. The Game Sphere. The Game Sphere. That's so sick, dude. That's so sick. I can't wait. Why do they make her look so hot? Ban him. I'm kidding. Don't ban him. But what is the matter with you? Gooning to Rosalina, you sick fuck. You gooned to Peach and no one else. Or Bowsette. Is that her name? Bowsette? Whatever the fuck her name is. Oh... Bowsette isn't canon? Well, she's got cannons. Tell you that. Tell you that. Tell you that. I can tell you that much. Hell fucking yeah, brother. Hell fucking yeah, brother. No issues were found. Great. The video's up and running. All right, guys. That was your palate cleanser. I'm going to hop off. I got to get ready to go to the gym. Thank you very much for tuning into the Valenti broadcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. It helps me immensely. It costs you nothing. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Bye-bye. Bye.